Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com. Do a quick first impressions gameplay video for DK Online, a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG developed and published by Masangsoft. I spent 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Makes comments if you guys do want to play DK Online or just learn more about it. Do check out the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. Anyway, let's go get started right now. You can see how my character's boobs are just moving on their own. I love a lot of these old Korean MMORPGs and some boob physics at work over here. So I'm playing one of the game's races right now. You can see the character customization is fairly limited. I can choose from, looks like, a handful of these colors for my wings. You have 3 hairstyles. I'm not sure why a lot of old MMORPGs do this, but there's only 3 hair colors, though there are at least a decent number of hair options. Now this game is DK Online. It launched back in 2013, shut down about a year later, and now it relaunched through Steam in 2019. You can preview your character with some other armor as well, and the character models actually aren't bad for a 2013 MMORPG, though not particularly great either. But anyway, let's actually go jump into the game. The character classes are actually locked by the character race in the game, so you can see the 5 playable races you can see here. If we play Elf, for example, you can see they have access to Warrior and Sorceress, whereas the previous race had access to 2 other classes. So you play Human, for example, you can play as, let's see, you got Warrior and Paladin. So these have 2 playable classes each. Let's get out of this menu, jump into a character I've already made, and we are going to play my I think she's a Sorceress or a Warlock or something. There you go, my Warlock. That's a Gray Elf. I did make the Lolly Archer girl at first, but the Archer has ammo, which is very frustrating in these MMORPGs. You run out of ammo, you gotta go buy more bullets, which is the ammo, the arrows in the game, and that can definitely be frustrating. So you can see my character in action over here. Yes, the default outfit lets you see a little bit of good stuff over there. And you can see some of the game's emotes as well. These are actually my favorite part of DK Online. Hit that greet.
Hello.
Hello. These are actually really, really bad. Check these out. Yes, of course. This is how everyone charges. We got victory.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What great voice acting.
Wow.
Anyway, this guy's got a man over there too. Surprisingly, this game isn't quite that either. Once you're in the main city, Radice City, there's at least like 100 players just chilling in the square over there. So there are people online in this game, despite it being despite being a fairly old and relaunched MMORPG. You can see your quest locations easily marked on the map, something you've seen in a lot of MMORPGs as well. And actually, I'm sure you're wondering, what the heck is DK Online? It stands for Dragon Knight Online. Not quite Donkey Kong Online though. I kind of wish it did. I mean, Donkey Kong obviously sounds a lot nicer. So we'll kill some bees of dusk, as opposed to, you know, bees of the afternoon, bees of the morning, bees of night. We're going to kill some dusk bees. And of course, they die in nice one-shot mechanics. There's some very few odd things about this game I've noticed right away. I've played for only about like an hour and a half, just getting past Newbie Island. You do start on a beginner island like you do in a lot of these, you know, classic MMORPGs. You have tap targeted combat, of course. The tap targeting works really weirdly because it doesn't always target the nearest enemy. So it can be a bit odd. But, you know what? You can't actually see what level these enemies are or how much damage you're doing to them. And unless it was hidden somewhere else, it's not in the system menu, and it's not ever clearly obvious how much damage you're doing. So it's a little bit awkward for sure. So in most of these games, we'll tell you what level enemies are and how much damage you're doing, just so you can see the progression of your character. And let's say, I'm sure there's a way to power up our abilities too, but I've yet to find that out. Every time you level up, you gain some base stats by default. You get a little stronger that way. But in order to unlock new spells, for example, you do have to find the spell books for them, which is a bit frustrating. No, you don't just talk to the class trainer, you gotta get the spell books for them. Was never a fan of the spellbook system. Prefer to learn my spells right away. Kill some more of these bees of the dusk, and report to Camus. Our quest is done there. We can go a little further up and kill these tougher enemies as well. So the actual core gameplay here is very reminiscent of basically any old MMORPG, whether it's Shea, Last Chaos, you know, just really nothing too special. Very grindy core gameplay. And one thing I found really frustrating earlier on is when you run out of mana, for example, you really kind of got to chill and do nothing until your mana gets back. And there are no mana potions you have access to early game. I think they cost like 2,000 each. So you can buy like 1 mana potion. And you have potions, the EOS healing potions. And I found out that these were not like weak potions. These heal about 1% of your HP, and they're very spammable. So if you remember spamming potions back in Ragnarok Online, you're going to be doing that all over again. If you're doing any kind of PvP, you are mashing that potion button all day, because you get 1% every single time. And I'm pretty sure that's the same potion that most players in the game will spam later on. There are some obvious pay-to-win elements over here. You can actually pay for obvious bonus to XP rate, better mana regen, more weight system. I'm at like 31% weight, for example. Once that gets to like 50%, you actually stop regening mana, which is very odd. And you basically, you know, you have to have below 50% weight, otherwise you just don't get your mana back, and it's very frustrating. Grab these quests from these NPCs. Oddly, there is no collision between these NPCs. You can't like run through NPCs, which is kind of cool. But in PvP, I think like you can run through other players. So I don't think it's kind of odd. You can't run through NPCs, but you can run through other players. So we got some more quests, more grinding quests to do. Let's go run over here and do these real quick. I think I want to show you the main city because, again, there are people playing this game. It's not a dead game, surprisingly. But I can already tell, I've had fun with this game up until now already. I've played for over an hour on my own. And I do see the appeal of playing these old MMORPGs only because just to mix things up, you want to try them out, play for a few hours. But you are going to be very limited as a free-to-play user. Actually, I would say more limited as a free-to-play user in this game than most other MMORPGs because where they monetize is very frustrating. You will run out of mana, and you just simply cannot get more mana unless you wait literally 10 minutes in between like waiting for your mana to recover, which is simply unacceptable. I mean, if they want to monetize some pay-to-win elements, that's fine, but they're doing both. They're monetizing convenience, and they're monetizing some pay-to-win stuff, though. I'm not sure if there's any actual cosmetic monetization, which you would think all these free-to-play MMORPGs monetize cosmetics, but I really haven't seen too much. You can actually buy gear outright as well with the cash shop currency. But it's really nothing special here either, like I said earlier. The game does focus on PvP. You can see I have a PK mode over there. If you turn your PK mode on, you can kill anybody anywhere in the game. Though you do suffer penalties if you kill innocent people in normal zones. So I think I'm in a normal zone right now over here. Yeah, normal region. So this does not encourage PvP in this zone, but you can still kill people. But if you kill people, I think in more hostile zones, the penalty's a lot less or non-existent. We got some leather armor +0. And of course, you can upgrade these as well, and there's a chance to break them. Very typical Korean MMORPG upgrading system. I'm not sure if Masangsoft was the original developer of DK Online. I knew this game was available through Aeria Games, again, back in like 2013. I don't remember playing it too much back then. I played it a little bit, but not too much has changed, really. They did, there's a lot of quests, a lot of grindy quests you can do, but they're almost always just kill X number of enemies or pick up mushrooms on the ground. Very typical, generic MMORPG quests. I mean, I've already picked up so many items on the ground. Let's go click on this mushroom over here. Enemies don't really drop a lot of gold either. I mean, one florin is the game's currency. I feel like almost every enemy I've killed up until now has dropped one single currency. They will drop more later on, but just farming enough for potion it becomes a nightmare later on. So you're gonna have to either buy the cash shop stuff or just grind very slowly, or play with a lot of people so maybe you can kill enemies a lot quicker and you don't have to waste so much mana on them. But if you're looking for an old school PvP driven MMORPG to play, perhaps you can find something to like here with DK Online. But honestly, if I'm looking for an old MMORPG to play, I'd rather play even like, there's just so many other games you can play. But maybe like a game like Eden Eternal, but that's not very PvP driven the way this game is. And again, we are seeing players just kill stuff here too. So again, it is remarkable that despite being from 2013, a failed MMORPG just relaunching on Steam, it's getting over 700 players online as of launch month in March of 2019. So people do play this game, surprisingly. It's pretty incredible, actually. Once you fill up your bar over here, it's your RP bar, you can do a dark storm, maybe a special attack, for example. Hit that up over there.
Target is not found.
Target is not found. Oh, this guy's already dead. So once it's filled up, the nice AoE little attack does more damage. Kill this gremlin with our special attack. Bam. Easy. My darkness shield. You got my poison, my DOT if you want to kite enemies. Though I find that just mashing my dark bolt is the way to play, the most efficient way to grind. It's the way to play this game. I just feel like there's not like obvious progression you can notice, again, because you don't see how much damage you're dealing, which is very weird. I mean, just seeing my character get stronger would make more sense, but it's not in the game because you don't see how much damage you're doing or what level enemies are, which defies common sense. And of course, there's the world chat as well. People are usually spamming the world chat with gold selling websites. We can do some sadness. We can do some charge. There's not many emotes in the game either, which is unfortunate because I think a lot of MMORPGs could always use more emotes, especially really wonky emotes like this that go, yeah, wow. And you can see your boobs go up and down like crazy. Plus, you can always play with the camera too. You get a nice view of your character. Again, the game looks decent on high resolutions and high settings, but this is not going to replace, your average MMORPG. If you want a more in-depth MMORPG, just go play Aeon, go play WoW, go play basically anything else. But if you're looking to kill time in a random free-to-play MMORPG, I could see, I could totally understand people playing this, but beyond a couple days, I think you get burnt out pretty quickly. But yeah, give it a try if you'd like. Personally, I'm gonna give the /refuse emote. All right, that's definitely the play. Anyway, guys, that's it for DK Online. If you guys want to learn more about it or play it yourself, do check out the review on MMOs.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later.